Hi guys, my name is Sabrina and I am excited as always because today we have another unboxing video. So let's grab the handy dandy dangerous scissors and get into it. Okay, so I have two packages today and the first one I'm going to get into here does not actually have any writing on the outside of the package to reveal what's inside. So I'm excited about this. Let's see what we got. Okay, this is going to be really fun to get into. I know it just looks like a tub of protein powder, but there's more to the story, so stay tuned. Okay, so what we have here is the PE Science Select Protein Powder. And what is exciting about this? Well, one, it's in a new shiny black container, so that's cool. Very classic motif here on the outside. I'm enjoying that. But no, what is exciting about this is the flavor. This is PE Science's latest flavor, and it is frosted sugar cookie. So you can see from the image here, they are channeling that classic sugar cookie you get in the grocery store that has a thick frosting on top. So I am super excited about this. I haven't tried it before. I heard that it's similar to their cake pop flavor, which is one that I have tried and I always have in my pantry because it is amazing. It's delicious, and it really goes with everything. So I'll be curious to see how this one works as well, since it obviously seems like it'll be a little bit sweeter, but I have a huge sweet tooth, so that's not a problem for me. So what's the story with PE Science? PE Science is my favorite brand of protein powder. It's the one that I buy religiously. I often get the cake pop flavor, as I just talked about. I like the chocolate, I like the snickerdoodle, I like the strawberry cheesecake. I don't think there's many that I don't like. So when I saw that they were having a new flavor, I knew I had to grab it. And it's something that I use in a lot of my recipes, in particular with my overnight oats. I use that every week, most weekdays. I have some oats with yogurt, and then I mix in some of the PE Science protein powder, and it's just really lush and delicious and a great way to get a bunch of protein in the morning. What I like about PE Science is I just feel like it blends really well. It doesn't have any of that grainy texture. The flavors are really great, and the macros are superb as well. So let's take a look at what those are. So a serving is one scoop, which is 32 grams, and that has 1 gram of fat. It has 2 grams of carbs, and then it has 24 grams of protein, which is just incredible. All of that is for 110 calories. And then in terms of sugar, it only has 1 gram of sugar and 0 grams of added sugar. So for 110 calories, you're getting 24 grams of protein, pretty much no fat or carbs. So this is really, truly just a protein source. And it's also really good quality. They do testing on this as well. So yeah, I'm not sponsored, would love to be, but I'm really excited about this. My favorite brand, new flavor. What could be better? I spoke too soon. What could be better is that with all of your packages, I think if you reach a certain threshold of purchasing and shipping, but you can see here I only bought one thing. They always send you these sample packs, which is really cool. It's a great way to try different flavors, and also just feels like you're getting a little something extra. Like, I'd have been a little sad just to like take out my tub and that was it. So I've got 4 things here, and let's take a look. Okay, so the first one is the PE Science High Volume Pump. And this is sour green apple flavored. So this is if you take a pre-workout, this is the kind of thing that you would use. It does have a lot of caffeine in it, with the pump matrix is what they're calling it, a performance pump matrix. I live a caffeine-free life, so this isn't for me, but I'll give it to some friends who will enjoy it. These are the aminos that they offer, and this is in the strawberry lemonade flavor. So this provides essential amino acids with electrolytes and taurine. And again, that taurine isn't quite it for me, but I can share this with people who will enjoy it. And then what I do get really excited about is just the protein powder that they give, because oftentimes it's flavors I haven't tried, or it's ones that I just enjoy. So it's always nice to get something for free. So we got 2 chocolate ones here, which is great. I'm actually running pretty low on chocolate, so happy to have these. I have had both of these before. This is the frosted chocolate cupcake and the amazing chocolate truffle flavor. So yeah, these packs are great. They're about 17 grams, which is 0.6 of an ounce. If you're measuring your protein, you know what that means. What it means for me is that it's a little bit less than a full serving, but often this is the kind of serving I use. I don't always use the full 32 grams. And these are also really great for travel, and I have a trip coming up, so I will be using it for that. And then just the last thing I'll mention, I know I said I don't always use the full scoop, and I think that is kind of a misconception about protein powder. It's like, oh, a serving is a scoop. But I really see what my macros are for the day and what I want to use it for. So I often use it in overnight oats, and with that, I use about 14 grams, which is less than a serving. And then I also use it when I make protein waffles, and I do a mix of Kodiak cakes and protein powder. And with that, I use closer to a full serving, but I kind of adapt it based on what I'm having that day. So if I have a lower protein day, I will have the 32 grams or sometimes even more, and kind of dial back the Kodiak cake. And in reverse, if I've hit my protein goals and I can dial back the protein, then I'll have a little bit less. But as I mentioned, this mixes really well, and so it's really great in my protein waffles. Okay, so this next box is giving it away a little bit, huh? Yeah, this is my latest Built Bar order. And for this package, I ordered 2 boxes that each have 12 different bars in them. So let's take a look at each of them. So this first box is 12 protein bars of a single flavor, and that flavor is the creamy milk chocolate puff. So the story behind this is I was hearing that this was a really excellent puff flavor. I love chocolate, and I was running low. The puffs I really like are usually the ones that have chunks on them. So the cookie dough puff, the brownie chunk puff. I really like those, but I heard this was a great flavor, so I was interested in picking them up. And these are a little bit lower in macros than the ones that do have the chunks on them, so that's great. I can just enjoy them in a different way when I do my macro Tetris. But the macros on here are 140 calories and 17 grams of protein, and it's got 6 grams of sugar, which because I eat this as a dessert, that is a perfectly acceptable amount for me. So Built Bar has 2 different kinds of bars and some other ones as well. I think they have like a granola one, but 2 main ones are puffs and bars. And I was always a bar person, but I have converted. I do like the puffs. They're very delicious. They've got like a marshmallowy texture inside. This box is really filling kind of my dessert need. So what I like to do is have multiple desserts every single day, and one will be, a smaller serving of something that's indulgent. And then I like to have one of these on the side as well, because it just helps balance some of that indulgence with getting some of your protein. All right, so let's get into this other box. And this box is exciting because, as you can see from all the colors, it's a combination of different flavors. And not just as a combination of different flavors, it's different flavors and textures. So we've got Built Bars and Built Puffs. So let's see what we got. Okay, this is the first one I picked up. We have a peanut butter brownie. This is 180 calories and 19 grams of protein. So Built bars, they run from 130 calories to 180 calories and varying grams of protein alongside of that. This obviously is one on the higher end, but the reason I bought this whole pack is because, as I mentioned, I'm going on a trip, and so I need to make sure I have all of my protein bars in place. I usually bring at least one for each day that I'm going, because you just never know what's gonna happen when you're traveling. And for me, it's really important to get my protein in, or at least do what I can. And so having one of these available just makes that a lot easier. So I've had this flavor before, and it is a heartier flavor, and I love having it for a travel day. And then it looks like I have 2 of these Built Puff coconut. So the last one was a bar. These 2 are puffs, and they're the same flavor. They're coconut flavor. Usually I'm not like a huge fan of coconut, but I like the way Built does it, and I like the way it tastes when I warm these up. So I'll probably be taking the bars with me and leaving the puffs at home, but maybe I'll take a puff or two depending on what this breakdown is. But anyway, yeah, these are 130 calories and 4 grams of sugar and 17 grams of protein. So the other one was 180. This is 130, so kind of on the lower end for this one. So this is another bar, and this is the double chocolate flavor, and this is 130 calories and 17 grams of protein. Again, this is a classic bar and is lower in calorie. And for me, I like the bars more when I travel, so this will be great for that. This is another bar, and it's the peanut butter flavor. And I don't know that I've ever had the peanut butter bar flavor before. I think I've had a puff variation, so that will be fun to try. I'm looking forward to it. And this is 150 calories and 17 grams of protein. So like I said, they kind of all fluctuate. Peanut butter is a little richer, so it makes sense that that would be a little bit more. This one is a brownie batter puff. I've had this one before. It's really good, and it'll actually be interesting to compare the brownie batter puff with this other milk chocolate puff because these are both chocolate based. So I'll be curious what the difference is here. And then this is 140 calories and 17 grams of protein. Okay, and then I'm just gonna group a couple of them together because there's a lot of bars, but all of the next four, they all have the same macros, which is 130 calories and 17 grams of protein. And then I have them in 4 different flavors. So the first one is mint brownie, which I actually really don't like mint in food. I think it all tastes like toothpaste, but this one is good. I feel like they're kind of good at those exceptions with coconut and mint and whatnot. This is raspberry. I've had this one before. I really like this one. Again, same macros and kind of fun to have something that's a little fruitier, even though I do love all of my chocolate. Speaking of, the next two definitely fit the bill. This is cookies and cream, always a great flavor in my mind. And finally, salted caramel, which is another classic, hits the rich, indulgent spot. So I'm looking forward to eating this one. And then we had 2 more puffs. The first one is this mint puff. It's gonna have to be good because I don't really like mint in my sweets, but I have full faith and I'm looking forward to trying this one. This one is 140 calories and 17 grams of protein. And then finally, the last one, this has the same macros. It's 140 calories, 17 grams of protein, and this is churro flavored. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. As I mentioned, the puffs I usually have as a dessert or on the side of my existing dessert, and the bars are going to be really great for travel. And what this box was called is the mixed variety box that Built offers, and I really like that because it's fun to commit to a whole box of a flavor that you think is going to be really good, and often it is, but it's also really fun to try a bunch of different things. I'm definitely someone who likes variety, so including different flavors and different bars and puffs is super fun. So anyway, I am looking forward to eating all of these bars. I will be enjoying them in Sydney and Auckland, which is super fun. We used to live in Australia, so going to go see some friends and enjoy our time out there. Thank you so much for unboxing these treats with me. Hopefully they were fun, gave you some ideas of some new flavors. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a like and subscribe to my channel or share it with someone who you think will enjoy it. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.